Welcome. In this particular video, we'll be writing numbers in scientific notation. Let's take a look at our example. Example 1. Write the number 0.00000319 in scientific notation. So what we need to do is to remember what does it mean to be written in scientific notation. So we usually say that a number is written in scientific notation if it can be written in the form n times 10 to the a, where n is a number between 1 and 10, except 10, and a is an integer. In this particular case, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to determine whether this is a small number or a big number. A small number is any number less than 1, and a big number is a number greater than 1. In this case, since this number is less than 1, we're going to say that this is a small number. So that means that your exponent will be negative. Now, in order for us to make this into scientific notation, what we're going to do, we're going to move the decimal point as many times as needed until we get a number between 1 and 10. So notice, I'm going to move it once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times. So that will be the number I'm going to use here in order to complete my exponent. Now notice that you get 3.19, which is between 1 and 10. So we can say, okay, this is actually our number written in scientific notation. Therefore, 0.00000319 is equal to 3.19 times 10 to the negative 6. Let's take a look at more examples. Example 2. Write the number 0.0008579 in scientific notation. One more time, we're going to move the decimal points, or the decimal point in this case, as many times as needed so we can get the number between 1 and 10. So notice, we're going to move once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Okay? So we know that the exponent will be a 4. However, because this is a very small number, in other words, it's a number less than 1, we know that the exponent will be negative, and we can say that we end up with 8.579 times 10 to the negative 4. Therefore, 0.0008579 is equal to 8.579 times 10 to the negative 4 when it comes to scientific notation. Let's take a look at a couple more examples. Example 3. Write the number, and here we have this particular number in scientific notation. So in order for us to write it in scientific notation, we need to ask ourselves the following question. Is this number less than 1 or greater than 1? Well, notice this is actually greater than 1, so that makes your exponent be positive. Now, here we have the decimal point hidden at the end. So we're going to move it as many times as needed so we can get a number between 1 and 10. So notice, we're going to move once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, 11 times. So that gives us the rest of our exponent. And we can say that we have 1.23456798 times 10 to the 11th power. So we can say, therefore, this particular number is equal to 1.23456798 times 10 to the 11th power. And let's take a look at one last example here. Example 4, write this particular number in scientific notation. One more time, we need to ask ourselves the following question. Is this a small or a big number? In other words, is this number less than 1 or greater than 1? And obviously we see that this is a number that it's greater than 1. So we know that the exponent will be positive. Now, we are going to move the decimal point, which is hidden at the end, as many times as needed, so we can get it into a number that is between 1 and 10. So notice we're going to move once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. So that gives us the rest of our exponent. So we can say that we have 8.69 times 10 to the 8th. Therefore, we can say that this particular number is the same as 8.69 times 10 to the 8th power when it comes to be written in scientific notation. So to conclude, in this video we were focusing our attention on writing numbers in scientific notation. Remember, a number is in scientific notation if it can be written in the form n times 10 to the a, where a is any integer and n is a number between 1 and 10, where 10 is being excluded. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.